Welcome to Commonwealth Stadium in Lexington, Kentucky, home of the Wildcats. As we'll see a squad from the SEC, the Oklahoma Sooners, taking on one of the top 5 teams in the conference, the Kentucky Wildcats. Glad to have you with us for EA Sports College Football. I'm Reese Davis, David Pollack and Jesse Palmer with me in the booth. Guys, we are ready to tee it up. The Sooners will get us started with the opening kickoff. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. So the Kentucky Wildcats offense will get the first possession of the game. And what a performance, an aerial show from this guy in the last game, and he has to have a ton of confidence coming into this one, David.
Yeah, it was a great week. And watching that tape before this game, like you could tell, man, he was seeing it quick. The ball was coming out, just touchdowns at will. A really nice day. And I think, Jesse, you take that and you start to build on it for this offense and really continue to trust him to make plays through the air.
Yeah, that's a good point. I think he really earned his offensive coordinator's trust after that performance. So I'm anticipating the playbook to expand a little bit in this game. Maybe see some new schemes in the passing game just based on what this guy was able to do the last time he took the field.
The Wildcats come to the line trying to find a way to convert on third and very short. All down, but he has enough to move the chains.
And I think on that last run play on third down here early in the game, they're making a statement that we believe we're the more physical team and we're going to run the football even if you know it's coming at you. Nice job. They got the ball at midfield. I expect to see more run plays coming up.
And I tell you what, we've kind of gotten to the point where we expect QBs to be robots and just never to miss and always put it right on the face mask or right on the numbers. And right there, you could tell he just missed a little bit off, and I guarantee he's tapping his helmet saying, hey, that's my bad.
Now facing a third and long. Receiver wasn't ready for the throw, incomplete. Kentucky sent out the punting unit. They'll boot it into the night sky for the first time. He makes a fair catch, couple of steps inside his own 25 at the 23-yard line. So Oklahoma's offense headed onto the field. Our first look at them today. The RPO, it's complete. He is stopped behind the line of scrimmage. They'll lose yards on that one. And the Sooners headed quickly to the line.
Nice job by this defense creating that negative play. That's what all defenses want to do. But look at this. This offense, they ain't scared. Right back on the ball, ready to run another play, ready to make this defense work.
It'll be third and long. Here's the snap, itching to fire downfield. Going to try to pop one on the screen. Absolutely nowhere to go as his defense makes a third down stop. The Sooners will bring the punt team onto the field. They'll boot it away for the first time tonight. Tries to find a little more running room on that return, but he'll be stopped at the 36. Kentucky has it back, and the Big Blue offense takes the field. The lone back's got it. You want to make sure to maximize those types of runs, and he gets it out to the 41. Halfway there on first down, it's 2nd and 5. The play-action fake. Finds his tight end. They'll stop him at the 46 after a 5-yard pickup.
Well, it's a nice job, too, the quarterback after the play fake there, getting his eyes down the field. He had to get that to his tight end quickly, knowing he wasn't going to have a lot of space to run with after the catch.
Right on the money. And a 9-yard gain on first down leaves him with 2nd and short.
During the week, you got to talk to your quarterback. Quarterback, what do you like? What's your favorite, safest routes, easiest reads? Love coming out with...
There he goes. And he just kept running, and he ran away from the crowd, and he'll take it in. Touchdown, Wildcats. And the extra point makes it 7-0.
Man, find your weapons. Nice job by the quarterback. Find the running back out of the backfield. He catches it and does the rest. Walks into the end zone for the touchdown.
And he's going to bring it out of the end zone. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. Time for this Sooner offense to go back to work. They didn't get much done the last time they had it, and to punt it away from deep in their own territory, hoping this drive will be more productive. Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9.
And after that run, getting right back up to the line of scrimmage to go hurry up, defense has to be ready.
He's there to make the stop, and they threw it in reverse, losing yardage on that play. This offense really needs to get something going. Punt on the opening drive, and now a 3rd and 10 coming up. From the gun, wants to pass. He gets it so close to the first down marker, but I think he's going to be a touch short. The Sooners will punt it away on 4th down. This will be the 2nd time they've had to kick it away. This guy is a daring punt return man. He's not going to settle for the fair catch. A solid return. Gets a little bit of ground for the offense. First snap of this drive comes from their own 44. Tight end in motion. See how the D reacts. To the air. It's Hardy. Throws to the wideout. And he just flat dropped it. I think he wanted to run before he secured it.
Just got to finish the play for the wide receiver. You got to look that one in and complete it. It's a bad drop.
Backed up now. Here's 2nd and long. Misfired on the last play. They'll go back to the air. Complete downfield. Lots of green grass as he gets it to the 31. The offense set for a first down play. Looking to throw on first down. Got his man quickly. They stop him just short of the first down, but it will be 2nd and inches coming up. And the Wildcats come to the line. This situation, you might see a shot play. Tight end now in motion. They'll go up top on 2nd and short. Unleashes one deep. Touchdown, Kentucky! Snagged in the end zone to give them 6.
One of the areas they really focused on with this receiver in the offseason was we need you to make more plays for us in the end zone. When we're taking shots, we need you to be able to step up and make tough catches. And David, what a grab right there.
And I think a lot of that has to do with trusting your guy, knowing where he's going to be, knowing when he's going to sit down, when he's not, so being on the same page, and then having a guy that can go get it. Just when the ball is near him, he's going to make the play, just like he did right there for 6 points.
Takes the handoff, and he's going right. He's going to lose a yard on that one. And the Sooners want to pick up the tempo.
And this offense gets nothing done on that play, but look at them. They're continuing to run this tempo. They want to try to do something to get a spark going to create a big play.
Quick release by the QB. And the defense settled in to stop that one for a short gain. They've got to come up with a big play on this 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Unloads to the wideout. How about the zip this junior put on that ball to pick up the first down? We've reached the break, and Kentucky is on top. And they were able to build that lead into double figures. Let's take a quick look at our early stats before we move on. So they'll go back to work after changing into the field. Wants to throw on first down off the play fake. Fires it incomplete.
At this point, trailing by a lot, the defense is expecting you to throw it. If you're going to throw over the middle of the field, the window's going to open and close quickly. You've got to have better timing to complete that throw. They just didn't have it there.
They get him down at the 49, but not before he picks up 15. This offense has had trouble getting it in gear, but maybe a little life here on 1st and 10. Running to the left. Running to Green. Breaks into the open. The 10. Touchdown Sooners. He broke away from the defense and they couldn't catch him.
And to have a rushing touchdown of that type of yardage, you've got to be able to make something miss. It's one thing to get into the second level, but can you make that last defender miss? And you saw it on that play. Once he was in the clear with his speed, he was gone.
He'll start the return inside his 5. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. Kentucky sends the offense back out onto the field. Last drive went for 6. We'll see if they can do it again. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage. Got stuffed on first down. It's 2nd and 10. To the air. It's Hardy. Oh, they're after him. Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face 3rd down. And now this offense will try to figure out a way to move the chains after that 2nd down incompletion. Complete in the middle. Oh, he got loose. That one could really put this drive into high gear as they have a first down at the 37. Kentucky back at it with a fresh set of downs. Wide receiver comes in motion. Off the play fake on first down to throw. Oh, he's going to try to hit him over the top. Oh, he dropped it. That deep ball was right on the money. You just have to make that catch. Behind the chains now on 2nd and long. They'll run play action. He'll take another shot here. Hits him inside the 20, still going. And he slipped through the crowd, and he'll house it. Touchdown, Wildcats!
One of the reasons this offense is so exciting to watch, they've got guys that are dangerous after the catch. And if this quarterback gets through his progression, David, gets you in stride, these guys will take it to the house.
Man, it's your job to do the rest, right? You hit me in stride where I don't have to stop running. I don't have to break down. It makes it so easy. The connection between quarterback, wide receiver, you can tell this is a good one, and that's why they got 6 on that play.
The Sooner offense returns to the field. This is when the pressure can ramp up a little bit on an offense, David, when they start feeling the heat to answer a score.
And I think being down 14, you can kind of feel that way. But, dude, if you put a good drive together, this is a 7-point game, so Palmer, no need to panic.
I was just going to say, David, I mean, this thing can flip quick. You go down, score, all of a sudden your defense gets a stop, or who knows, better yet, gets a turnover. This game is entirely different.
The Sooners want to crank the tempo. Takes it from the gun on 3rd down. He's got him. And they reacted well to the completion, but it was too late to keep him from getting the first down.
And it's tough on the defense there. 3rd down, you're in zone coverage. Everybody's watching the quarterback, and you're trying to make a break on the ball, but he just got it out of his hands too quickly, and the throw was too accurate. Really nothing you can do there, and it's now a fresh set of downs.
The Sooners with a long way to go after the loss on the last play. Finds the tight end. And good coverage by the defense, just a short gain. On 3rd and long, trying to have a big completion here. They've got the screen set up. That's not quite going to be enough as they stop him 4 yards short of the marker. And the Sooners will punt this one away. He's got it. Pretty solid coverage there, and they'll stop him at the 26. Kentucky has it back, and the Big Blue offense takes the field. This has been exactly the way you draw things up, David. The offense has really been moving the football.
And it's been great execution. They've done
it's a running room. And it looked as if he might take that one all the way to the house. Just ran out of a little steam, and the defense finally got it. After that huge play, they've now got it inside the 30. It's 1st and 10. Looking for a man. It's Hardy. On target. Didn't pick up a lot there. Moved it forward just a few. Now here on 2nd down, see if they keep tossing it around. Trying play action. Steps away to find some room. And he just chucks it into the 4th row.
And that goes down as incompletion, but that's a smart play. And the QB coach and the OC will be very happy with the decision of the quarterback. He got outside the pocket. He obviously, so he's outside the tackle boxes. He knew he could throw it away as long as he got it past the line of scrimmage. Nothing there, nothing open. Live to fight another day.
That will be enough to move the chains and get them a first down in the red zone at the 14.
It is so good for an offense early in the game to get in a rhythm and to start stringing first downs together. It makes the game really easy and puts that defense in a situation where they're starting to get tired. They want to sub. They want to get other guys in the field. Stringing first downs together like this makes it hard to defend.
Inside the 15, 1st and 10 from the 14. To the air on first down. Under fire. Pressure's there, and he gets rid of it. He just wisely got rid of that one. The worst thing that can happen to you is to turn it over on first down in the red zone. It'll be 2nd down, and remember, they can pick up a first without scoring. He's tackled right at the 10-yard line, and they're trying to cash in on this drive. We got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. The terrain gets rough this deep in the red zone. 3rd down, they can't pick up the first without scoring. The throw. Incomplete. He had to get rid of it before he wanted to. The defense put the heat on. They've decided to try to go for the field goal here. Dead center perfect. And that will extend their lead even further. They keep pushing that lead out, and the kickoff team's getting some work.
And you want a touchdown, and you want to be aggressive, but, man, right down the middle, that obviously gives you.
And the ball's free, deep in his own territory.
That's a breathing a sigh of relief for sure. Kick returner tries to take it out, puts it on the ground, but how about the offense getting back on it, turning what could have been a really bad play into, thank goodness I got the ball again.
Turning it on. That's where they'll mark him down, but what a play there to pick up a first down. The Sooners come to the line in the hurry-up. Looking to throw on first down. He's going to throw deep right side. And it's picked off at the goal line. That's a way to make a stand. He goes down after the short return, but what a play to get the football back. Plenty of time to work, not any time to waste as they take over here in the final 2 minutes of the half. Grabbed in the middle, it's Sims. They stop him just a link or two short of the first, and man, what they can do on 2nd down here. They'll send the tight end in motion. Looking downfield, it's Hardy. Fires to the wideout. And this is dropped. Incomplete pass. He had a huge gain in his fingers, and he couldn't hold on. The Wildcats are facing 3rd and inches. They'll try to get the first through the air. Makes the grab. He's brought down, but it'll be enough for a first down. The offense wastes no time getting the timeout called. And the Wildcats have it with a 1st and 10. Looking to the big tight end. Intercepted for the 11th time this season. Powers through. And he's going to take it all the way. Touchdown, Oklahoma.
Awesome job by the linebacker there in coverage, reading the quarterback's eyes, spying the QB, knowing where that ball was going to get thrown, and then the ball skills just to pluck it out of the air and take it back for a touchdown. Awesome work.
On the move from inside his 5. He only needs a sliver of daylight. They bring him down, but not before a really good return sets up this offense in solid field position. This late in the half, here's the question: how aggressive will the play calling be? They're going to open this drive with a pass. He rifles one deep to the left. And it was worth going for a chunk play, but the long pass is incomplete.
I love that play call by the offensive coordinator. Your quarterback just threw a pick 6. You want to pick him right back up, right? So Don't handcuff him. On the very first play of the next drive, let him throw the football to try to reestablish a rhythm and reestablish some confidence. Obviously, that one falls incomplete, but they need to get this guy back into a rhythm. The only way you do that is by throwing the ball.
They'll use a timeout right before halftime. Maybe time for one or two more plays. Going to take a shot. Catch inside the 25. Perhaps a touchdown-saving tackle at the 17. Quick timeout call by the offense after the play. They'd love nothing better than to add a 3-ball here before the break. It is good! And that lead grows even bigger. We played 2 quarters here. Time to go to Kevin Connors in our halftime update.
Man, a lot of ways to describe those first 2 quarters in Lexington, but let's just go with notable. And there's no more fitting place to begin than with this stud receiver and how he's dominated the first half. Some guys have the ability to elude and evade. This young man is a true 3-level threat. Short passes, the intermediate game, and then the deep ball, he is a problem. And I don't think this defense has the solution. And with that, let's send it back to the guys at Old Commonwealth Stadium and Kroger Field.
On the run from inside his own 5. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. Now the Oklahoma offense will go back to work. Trailing by a couple of scores, they'd like to generate some confidence here early in the third quarter.
Down 2 possessions, the coaching staff met in at halftime, and they've probably scripted this opening drive, just like they do at the start of the game. They've now got an idea of what plays they feel most confident in, what plays their quarterback is seeing the best to go out here and execute a scoring drive.
Well, and it's nice to get the ball first. Like, I got the first opportunity to close the gap a little bit, apply some great game pressure to these guys. So I think getting the ball first, driving down, scoring right here would be huge.
It's complete. Oh, he's got some. And with that effort, they pick up a fresh set of downs. They have it at the 34-yard line.
When you're a playmaker like this guy is, your coaches are going to dial up plays intended for you, especially on third down. That's what you saw in that last play. There was no question where the quarterback was going with that football. All week long, they decided on the biggest downs of this game, we're going to target our best player, and we're going to make sure that he gets looks. It doesn't matter what the coverage is, and you saw it right there on that play.
Makes the grab on the left. Open space at the 25. Gets it all the way inside the 20-yard line to the 19 before being hauled down. D looks as if they're about to bring the heat. They've marched to the red zone, and here they go. Here comes the heat. Trying to buy a little time, and he cannot, but he does get it back closer to the line of scrimmage. It's second and long now as this defense has some energy after that last sack. He's wrestled to the ground right at the 15-yard line and a big red zone opportunity here. On third and long, he has to throw for it. He's got the tight end. Defense makes a stop, but the chains move, and it's first and goal from the 8. He'll keep it himself. They'll knock him down for a loss of a couple. Defense rose up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a second and long coming. The run up the middle, trying to find his way to the goal line. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage. It's third and goal and third and long. He'll set up to throw. Quickly out on the screen to the wide receiver. And they'll get him down inside the 5, but this offense powering toward a score. Facing this double-digit deficit here in the second half, almost a no-brainer to go for it on fourth down. The snap sets up the throw. Ball into the end zone, and it's intercepted. He managed a few yards on that return, but the bigger play was the fact that they forced the turnover. He might want another play. Looking to throw, it's Hardy. He fires one deep down the right side. And that'll be incomplete. Man, that would have been a big hitter on first down, but second down's coming up. Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again. Second down, he'll throw it. Going back to the well, another deep ball. And the incomplete pass taking a shot on second down, and they'll be left with a third down. Trying to pick up a first down.
I think when you go through these progressions as a quarterback, you want to find the right guy to throw to, obviously. I didn't think he was the right guy. I didn't think he was really that open. And listen, he sailed and he overthrew it, but I might have surveyed the middle of the field a little bit better.
Here comes Kentucky after picking up that first down. Looking downfield on first down. Looking to take a shot. Snags it down the right side. And he strides his way into the end zone. Touchdown, Kentucky. They've got the lead and trying to put this one in a hammerlock here in Week 10. Makes the grab in the end zone for the two as they extend the lead.
Each and every week, I think this coaching staff does such a good job of scheming ways to get this guy the football in the passing game, and defenses can't cover him. With that last catch, this is now his 10th receiving touchdown on the season.
Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. Trying to start the drive with a pass. Fires to the tight end. Just a quick rhythm throw there and really good use of the tight end.
Yeah, good use of the big fella. I mean, go through your progressions real quick. You can't find anything. Get the easy gain. Don't take a shot down the field all the time. Take those shots later, but take those easy, wide-open opportunities to get some positive turns.
They knock him down, but he's got enough to get it across the line and pick up the first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Off-play action on first down. It's complete on the right side. And just a short, safe pass play. They pick up a few. The Sooners moving quickly to the line. Now the play fake. Complete with conviction on the crosser. And he got enough for the first down, but somebody put the hit stick upside his head.
A nice passing game by this offense. The quarterback and the receiver on the same page, in time, in rhythm, creates the big play. And look at them. They're right back on the football, ready to run another play.
And the Sooners back to the line on first down. Let's see if they keep leaning on this running game. Wants to go up top on first down. Swings it out to his running back.
Well, the defense didn't have a lot of time to celebrate that last big play because here's the offense right away back at the line of scrimmage, ready to roll again with tempo.
Second down, they'll go to the air. Gets it out quickly. And this defense is a half a beat behind. They just can't quite keep up. They've got it down to the 21.
And it's frustrating as a defense when you give up that first down and you give up that pass play. But here we go with this offense. They're right back on the ball. You got to flush that. You got to get lined up, and you got to communicate.
They finally get a hold of him, knocking him down behind the line of scrimmage. He had been running wild. They've got a solid drive working, but now looking at 2nd and 11. Off the play fake. A strike downfield. They get him stopped at the 5-yard line, but it will be 1st and goal from there. The Sooners, once backed up in the shadow of their own goalpost, have put quite a drive together. He works his way ever closer all the way down to the 1-yard line. Looking for just one more yard. It's 2nd and goal. And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Sooners!
You know, this offense knew coming into the season it was so important for this guy to stay healthy. They needed him week in, week out because he plays at such a high level, and he's showing it here. That last carry was his 10th rushing touchdown of the season.
Oklahoma, 21.
And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. Kentucky sends the offense back out onto the field. And after that last score, this is just a two-possession game now, and they'll be looking to find some cushion on this drive. A 7-yard pickup. It'll be 2nd and 3.
And a really nice job by the wide receiver. You run a drag route, find space. They're in zone coverage. They're not covering man-to-man. Find a little hole. Look at that QB. Y'all get on the same page. You can tell they were, and that's why they got the first down.
And they make the tackle, not before he gets the first down. Now let's see if they rush to the line or let the time run out here in the third. And you want to talk about his favorite receiver, it might be everybody based on the number of guys getting touches and a chance to show off their hands in the passing game. One more quarter to go, and it looks as if we are ready to play. So first down, we'll open up the final period. They'll move the tight end. Looking downfield, it's Hardy. Throws to the wideout. Got his man downfield. Oh, he's getting ahead. Touchdown, Wildcats. He got a step and just dusted the field. They put another score on the board as they try to push this winning streak to 3. Let's go to the studio now and check in with Kevin Connors. Kevin, what do you got?
Dynamite matchup this week in the American, fellas. Let's show you what's going down. East Carolina is lighting up the scoreboard behind an offense that looks just about as good as we've ever seen in Greenville. They're up by 15 over Temple. Ought to be fun, fellas, to see how things play out in this notable matchup in the American.
Thanks for the update on that one, Kevin. Let us know when it goes final. The Sooners in the hurry-up.
Here's the deal. You're down 3 possessions. You know, it doesn't feel likely they're going to come back and win, but we've seen crazier stuff happen in college football. It all starts with a big completion on a 2-minute drive. They'll get the momentum started in your direction.
It's always interesting how people handle late game. Like, you know this game is over. There's not a lot to gain from it, but some people try to throw the ball deep and continue to make plays. They throw it short. The clock's running out, and there's not a lot to talk about that's going to be positive for this offense.
Some third down conversions tougher than others. This one, a long one on third down from the 43. Finds a tight end down the gut. Now with a great opportunity as they pick up the first down. They've got it at the 40.
And it's on third downs like this. If you want to attack the middle of the field, you got to look for the tight end. Really nice route. Great job looking that football in. You can tell this quarterback really has a lot of confidence when he's in the pocket looking for the big fella, and they're able to hook up there.
They're dealing with a 2nd and long. Snagged out of the air. And he'll run across the sidelines after the good gain. From the 36, a third down, and you wonder if they're willing to take 2 plays to get the first. Didn't have much of a choice, just had to throw that one away. It'll be 4th down. They'll lead the offense out there to try to get it past the marker and pick up the first. On 4th down, they'll throw for it. Fires toward the end zone. Touchdown, Oklahoma! They won it all, and that is exactly what they got. Well, I'm not sure who was closer to the receiver there, the defensive backs or us here in the booth.
That was great execution on offense. Receiver wins the route one-on-one, shows off his speed, gets himself wide open. There was no question where the quarterback was going with that ball. Nice job.
He'll bring it back from inside his 5. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. Kentucky has it back, and the big blue offense takes the field. Looking for a crease to the left. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play.
It's going to be tough sledding for the offense here. They're trying to ice this game by running the football and bleeding the clock. They've got a pretty good lead here late in the game, but the defense knows the run's coming, right? So they're going to be loading the line of scrimmage, getting stops like what they just did. Be interesting to see what the offense does on this next one.
And he was hit just as he released it, and it falls to the turf. You make up the game plan, and not a lot on the play sheet for this. 3rd and long from inside their own 20. quick strike complete. They stay aggressive and push their way out to the 33, and it's first down. The Wildcats come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Coming out on first down with the play fake. Unloads to the wideout. Pulls it in. They got him free for a big gainer to the 43. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. This Kentucky offense really moving the ball quickly. Off play action. Fires to the wideout. And it's incomplete, deflected, knocked away by the D.
Yeah, I don't know if the quarterback got confused on first down. He might have thought the defense was going to be in man coverage that time, but they were in zone. They fooled him and just didn't seem like he had his eyes in the right place, was forcing that ball to his intended target. The window way too small. The guy was not open, so that didn't have that chance to be complete.
And the Wildcats kept this drive moving on the ground, now back to work. Back to pass, it's Hardy. Still looking, on the move. On target to the left. He goes out of bounds right at the 10-yard line, and the offense can smell the touchdown from here. The Wildcats didn't start this drive with great field position, but they have moved methodically down the field. Now moving to his right, looking for anyone that's open. Touchdown, Kentucky! Fit it in the window for the score. Starting to see some smiles on that sideline as they're close to a Week 10 victory.
And this offense continuing to put up points. This game's out of reach. You know you're going to win, but still throwing the football, still finding that connection. I imagine there'll be some salty handshakes at the end of this game.
On to attempt the try. And the kick is good, but there's a penalty flag, and I think it's going to be roughing the kicker.
Personal foul. Roughing the kicker. Defense.
The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty. No chance for a return as that ball flies out of the back of the end zone. Here comes the Oklahoma offense. Wants to throw on first down. Got his man on the right.
And this offense is going to have to catch some breaks, man. They're going to have... some big plays. They're going to have to push the ball down the field, break some tackles, hit some home runs, down 3 possessions in the fourth quarter. They're going to have to do everything right.
Defense caught out of position, and they get him down finally at the 38.
Let's go. We got some life. We made a big play, something to build off of. We need a lot of points, and we need them quickly. Time's running out. We're trailing big in this ball game.
Caught over the middle. It's cheap. They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there, and still a little ground to cover to pick up the first.
And defensively, this is exactly what you want, right? You got the big lead, so you can play big zone coverages. Just keep the ball in front of you. Keep your eye on the quarterback, rally to the football, gang tackle, and you're going to win this game.
And the Sooners racing to the line in the hurry-up.
With you coming into this game, if they throw completions and get first downs, that's when they like to change up the tempo and go fast. You're seeing it here.
Trying to hit him with a quick game on first down, and nothing doing there.
Well, they try to spit it out to the running back on the perimeter of the field. You saw the speed and recognition by the defense, though, how quickly they were able to get to the back and get him down for a big loss.
The Sooners are at the line looking to convert on 3rd and short. On 3rd and short, they'll try to pick it up with the pass.
3rd and short in college football today, you see so much more pass than you used to. The offense stays aggressive, and I think they stay aggressive because they know they're in field goal range. They got that 3 in their back pocket.
Quarterback on the keeper. How about that defense rising up and stopping him short on 4th down? Ready to fire from the pistol. They'll run it. They want to take their time here. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that.
And this defense has got to make a play, right? It's the 4th quarter. We're trailing. You know this offense, they're going to get conservative. They want to eat that clock. You got to bring more guys to the line of scrimmage. Got to make plays. Got to get that football back.
Tight end in motion. See how the D reacts. Back to pass. Here's the pressure. Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face 3rd down. Trying to pick up a 1st down. 3rd and long, and he'll try to throw for it. Got his man. They'll move those chains, getting it out to the 29-yard line and trying to get this drive rolling.
Really nice job by quarterback and wide receiver. This is why you do film work. This is why you throw on air all offseason. I know I get zone coverage. I know exactly where I'm breaking.
There he goes. They bring him down, but the big play will move the sticks.
You know what's interesting? At this point of the game, with the lead in the 4th quarter, the defense is expecting them to run the ball. And because they're putting so many guys close to the line of scrimmage, they're taking advantage, throwing it 2 straight completions now back-to-back.
Here's a heat. They'll rip off 8 on that play. It's 2nd and 2. And the Wildcats with myriad options after that big pickup on 1st down. The play action fake. It's incomplete, and I tell you, this sophomore quarterback's lucky to get that one back.
And how about this offense? They're not worried about the clock. They're not worried about the score. They're not worried about early and down. Still trying to execute their offense. Still trying to make big plays. And they've had a great day so far.
It's incomplete, and this ought to be a boost of confidence for this defense, getting a stop against these guys on 3rd down.
And that's a good stop for this defense. And listen, there hasn't been a lot of positive today, but let's finish this game strong. I think that'll be the message from the defensive coordinator. Can we get a stop? Can we get them off the field? I know lots went wrong, but let's live in this moment and try to be great right here to end the game.
And that decision will be questioned for a while. They'll go to the ground. An explosive play in the running game as he's got the 1st down. The offense will have to use its 1st timeout of the half. Looking to throw on 1st down. Makes the catch. It's Stewart. Bounced out of bounds at the 43-yard line. The Sooners can really attack on this 2nd and short. Wants to go up top. And he dropped it. Just didn't hook the thing all the way in. Looking to pick up a 1st down on 3rd and short from the 43. Looking to throw for it. Snagged in the middle. It's Stewart. The offense uses a timeout to stop the clock, and they'll get a quick breather. And the Sooners will snap it on 1st and 10. To the air on 1st down. Throws to the wideout. Wide open downfield. They get him corralled, but not until he's in the red zone. They'll mark it at the 14. And now they come up and spike it to stop the clock.
No gain on the play.
Going to work in the red zone, they can't pick up the 1st down without getting it into the end zone. Looking to fire. And he throws another interception, his 3rd of the night. The defense making a play to put an exclamation point on this one, and that ought to do it. Wants to adjust the pattern. He'll start this drive firing. Flushed out of the pocket. He can't make the connection. It'll be incomplete. He can scramble but couldn't create anything there.
I don't know about the decision that time by the quarterback. He may have been expecting man coverage, but that time the defense was in zone, and they did a really nice job closing the window if the intended target
breaks into the open. He steps out right at the 40-yard line, and now they are in business moving toward midfield. The offense lines up at the 40. They've got a first down. Looking to throw on first down. Might be looking to run. And incomplete on the deep ball. He's got a big lead in the fourth quarter, and you take that shot, and you stop the clock. And it's a long shot, but you're letting teams hang around.
And I prefer to win. Like, I want to make sure that, you know, if I'm up, I'm going to run the football. But there is definitely a school of thought nowadays where I'm putting up stats and I'm keeping the pedal to the floor.
They'll use the timeout. 6 seconds left on the clock. And after this play, the cake will be baked. Wants to throw on third down. The pass is incomplete, and there are 2 ticks remaining on the clock. They already have a comfortable lead, up by multiple possessions, but they're going to go for it here. He lets it fly. One last incompletion, and that'll do it. Well, look what we have here, guys. After all the early season doubts, these guys have put together a winning streak.
They sure have. Man, they're just believing in themselves right now. This is a completely different-looking team than what we saw earlier in the year. Playing with so much more confidence. And, David, when you start making plays, you start stringing W's together, that's obviously what happens.
Everybody gets energized. Everybody starts to contribute. Young guys start to grow up. Coaches start to believe in them. Everything starts to turn around and swing the other way. They got it all going in the right direction.
Thanks so much for spending some time with us. For David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese Davis, and this has been another presentation of EA Sports College Football.